Hello, fly babies. Hello, patrons. Hello, my beauties, my lions. It's me, your Flylady Kat, and I'm here live today to talk to you about the fact that you're beautiful. And that's something that I don't think you think enough about. So let's talk about that today. Um, I'm going to set the timer for 30 minutes. So hold on. Alexa, set timer for 30 minutes.
30 minutes, starting now.
Starting now. Hi, Shannon Engelken. So nice to catch you live. I love having live interaction. I love having you guys on the phone with me. Well, really not on the phone, but it's kind of like I can imagine your voices. Hi, Melissa. You're so crazy. Rachel Dallas. Hi, Miss Pam. Good morning. Kathy Devin or Davine. Good morning. Barb. Hey. Everybody's popping in. It's great. I really love it. Margie Forrest, so glad you are here. I know that if anybody's on the West Coast, it's really, really early, and I apologize for that. If you're catching me live, I'm glad you were able to, any of you. If you can't catch me live, you know, it's perfectly okay to watch this recording, and just know that I'm saying hi to you as well. Hi, Allison Stevens. How are you today? Let's see what you said. It's been a long time. Aw, you're sweet. I love you too. Allison Stevens. Daryl and Falone Lubin. Hi. Is that Falone or Falani? Falone, I think. Tell me how to pronounce your name, sweetie. Hi, Gail. You are great. Live in the morning. Great. Angie Snyder, good morning. We're going to take a couple more minutes, a couple more seconds to say hello, and then we'll get into this. Susie Q, good morning. Leticia Hernandez, good morning. Eating breakfast. Enjoy. Julie Phelps, hi from Tallahassee, my Tallahassee lassie. Donna Wiggins, good morning in Jacksonville. Phyllis J73, hi from London, top of the morning. Oh no, that's Irish. Good morning to you. I can't do a British accent. Well, I can, but I'm embarrassed, so I won't. Alicia Shanks, good morning, Kat. Jenny Paulino, good morning. Hello. Shannon Engelken got back from 10 days in Michigan, and I followed your advice and got all the suitcase and dirty clothes put away to start the week off easily. Isn't that such a relief? I know. I love doing that. Anutma, hi Anutma. Sparbara, good afternoon from sunny Germany. Oh, this is a good time for my German friends. Yay. And English friends, British friends, UK friends. Daryl, and it's Fallon. Thank you, Fallon, for helping me say your name correctly. That's a beautiful name. Lynn Shear, good morning, Lynn. Anita Dotson, good morning. Alicia Shanks. Debbie, she's saying hi to you. Anita Dotson says, just saw this. Debbie King from Tampa, hello. Oh, hey, Alicia, you guys are having fun with each other. Connie Woodruff, good morning. Skate Figure 8, hi, Kat. Carolyn Hopkins, Hotlanta. Hello, girls. Okay, it's been 3 minutes of hellos. Let's get into why you're beautiful. You know, at the end of every recording, I always say, and remember, you are beautiful. And that's because I want you to know that you really are beautiful. It doesn't matter what color your hair is, how long your hair is, what texture your hair is, or if you're bald. It doesn't matter if you have to draw on your eyebrows or you have to pluck them. It doesn't matter if you have scars on your skin, or your teeth aren't perfect, or your smile is crooked, or your nose is big or crooked, or whatever. It doesn't matter if you're big or little. It just matters that you know that you're beautiful, that everything about you is precious and unique and beautiful. And so I want you to remember that when you're feeling down about yourself, that you are a unique creation of God, that you are precious to Him, that you are His unique creation made in His image and likeness. And I want you to know that you're beautiful, that you're beautiful just the way you are. You know that Carole King song, you've got to wake up every morning and tell the world, you know, well, I don't remember all that is, but it's you're beautiful. And that's what it is. It's show the world all the love in your heart. That's what it is. Those are the words. So I want you to know that you do carry love in your heart, and that makes you beautiful. And you want to have a peaceful home for your family, a tidy, organized place to be with your family, and or yourself if it's just you. And that is a beautiful aspect of you. That's not the only aspect, but it's one of your great aspects. I know by conversing with each of you that you are truly beautiful, that you're kind, that you're generous, that you're thoughtful. The kind of comments that I get from my fly babies are just earth-shatteringly beautiful. They really are. So, hi Ruth. So I want you to know that you're beautiful, and I want you to ask me questions that has to do with that about you. So, your mom loves Carole King. She's probably younger than me. But anyway, um, let me know what questions you have, or what challenges you might have that make you feel less than beautiful, less than perfect, which there is no perfect, but I know we strive for that. You know, I am you, I know that feeling, and we have to shake that loose. Or if you feel criticized, and the fact that, you know, how do we handle criticism? So whatever it is, bring on the questions, let's talk. Otherwise, we'll just chat about something else. But if you really have questions about yourself, a little bit of inner turmoil about maybe your destiny, your creativity, whatever it is, I'm here to help you with that. I'm not a life coach, I'm just a fly lady, but I've got a lot of people experience. As you know, I managed, you may not remember this or know this, but I used to manage a call center full of people. And so I've had to deal with those people and the people on the phone for almost my entire career. So besides that, I've personally mentored 40 people at a time, one at a time, but in a week, 40 people over and over and over again. Now I'm down to 3 through Flylady, and I just mentor you a little bit. So that's what I'm here for. I'm waiting for questions. I see nothing, so I guess we'll talk about, oh, here's one. Margie Forrest, Kat, going to spend 2 weeks with my daughter and 3 grandkids. I'm going to work on keeping my routines at my daughter's. Any advice? Yeah. You might want to ask her permission if you decide that you want to swish and swipe, and explain to her what you're doing so she doesn't get offended. But you might not want to do that. She might not want you to do that. Just make your bed, get yourself dressed every morning, have your before bed routine, and then volunteer to help in whatever way she sees fit, because she is the CEO of her home and we have to respect that. Okay, good. I know you'll love it. All right, let's see. Anupma, I am unable to deal with day-to-day chores. Even if I follow the Fly Lady, this makes me depressed. Okay. Telling yourself that you're unable is one of the reasons you're unable, Anupma. So if you are physically unable, that's one thing. But if you just can't seem to get the time to do the things and you're getting distracted, that's another thing. So I kind of need to know, are you getting distracted, or are you physically unable? Because those are different ways of approaching this question. So come on back with your answer. Okay, let's see. Caught you live. Hi, Margaret Rose, my precious friend. Sherry Frost, good morning. You inspire me every day. Thank you, Sherry. Debbie King, Tampa. I feel very overwhelmed about my daughter. She has depression. She's getting help, and I just worry about her. How old is your daughter? That's something I need to know. Okay, Debbie. And I'm sorry that she has that. Yasmin Garcia, how can you believe you're beautiful if your self-esteem is low? That is part of your self-esteem, Yasmin, and that is seeing yourself as worthy, as enough, as you know, more than even. And a lot of times self-esteem comes from talk that we've heard from other people when we're small, and then we internalize that, and then we self-talk that to ourselves. Oh, you're so dumb, you can't do this, you're so inept, you can't do that. So if you hear yourself saying these things to yourself, correct that immediately and say what you want to be. Say what you want to be. I am able. I am more than enough. I am a precious child of God. These are truths, but you just don't believe them yet. So I want you to just change your inner talk to say to yourself that you are able, that you are enough, that you are good enough. Okay, that's important for you. And to also take away any perfectionism that you've been struggling with, because that perfectionism causes us to feel less than, because no one is perfect. Surprise, I'm not perfect and you're not perfect, and it's okay. All right, let's see what we've got here. I don't want to miss the comments because I'm looking for some answers. Melissa, I lost my job in January. I'm over 50 and overweight. I'm feeling defeated and not being able to find stable employment. Melissa, when I was 50, I lost my job, my lifetime job, my big job where I managed people in a call center. And I thought, oh my goodness, I'm so old. And I wasn't as thin as I had been because I'd lost weight and gained it back. And so I was overweight. And I just thought, oh, I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to try. Plus, this field is so unique. I'm not even going to try. How crazy was I? So instead, we sold our house. I took out my 401k. We moved away, and I started life anew in a call center again, just as a person on the phone. And I didn't want to be in that area anymore because it hurt too bad to lose my position. The problem was back in those days they were selling off those positions to Europe, or to other parts of the world. So not Europe, but India and Hungary and places like that. So I want you to stop right now and know that 50 is just a number, has nothing to do with your ability, and being overweight has nothing to do with your ability. Now, I will recommend that you lose weight because you will feel better. You will feel more confident. The way I'm doing it is through Weight Watchers. I totally recommend that. If that's not the way you want to go, that's fine. If that's not the way the doctor wants you to go, that's fine. But I totally believe in it, and it will make you feel better. You'll just feel better, okay? But my suggestion is to put out more and more and more. Listen, if the more you put out, the more chances you have of getting a job. So put out lots and lots of feelers, talk to lots and lots of people. Who do you know? Who knows someone? Put in your applications, just keep going. The more you put out, the greater the chances are that you'll get something back, okay? Go, go, go. You can do it. All right. Let's see. Oh my goodness, there's so many of you in here. Okay. I see where Anupma says she feels distracted, but let me just make sure I didn't miss anything else. So that was Melissa. Allison, I suffer from anxiety and depression and I hate it. I struggle that I am an okay person and lovable because I'm ashamed of my anxiety. Girl, I have anxiety. Loads of us have anxiety. Depression has to do with worrying about things that have already happened. Anxiety a lot of times comes from worrying about things that haven't happened yet. Just like the other day when I was laying on the table getting a sonogram on my thyroid, because I have nodules. My daughter had cancer and had her thyroid removed years ago. And I have to go, and I started imagining things. Oh, what if it's cancer? What if they have to take it out? And oh my goodness, it was so painful for my daughter. And then you have to take pills for the rest. And I started thinking all these ridiculous things. And I could feel the panic starting to, bubble up a little bit. And I said, stop. Here's where I am right now. I'm laying on a comfortable table with a really sweet girl doing this thing. I don't have anything wrong with me. I probably won't have anything wrong with me because the truth is 90% of the things you worry about truly never come to pass. Look up Mark Twain, Worrying About Tomorrow. Just look and see what he had to say about that. He said something really close to that. So try not to worry about tomorrow. Let's stay in the present. Where are you right now? Are you having anxiety right now? Nope. Okay. Are you comfortable right now? Yeah, good. Let's stay in this moment. Let's stay in this moment. And a lot of times anxiety feels like a heart attack, and you feel like you're just tightening up in here, or we imagine it that way because our panic starts to set in. And it really is just the muscles tightening up because we're nervous, right? So it's a natural way that we tend to be, some of us, and we just have to work on blowing it away. When I tell you to put things in a bubble and blow them away, it's really a breathing exercise. You take the thing you're worried about, you put it in a bubble, and you blow it away. Blow it some more. Blow it far away. That's breathing exercise. So don't worry about yesterday or tomorrow. Today is just enough for you, and enjoy the moment. This is when we live. We live in the now. This is where we live. All that other is past and future. Cancel check, promissory note. Just live in today, okay? And you are enough. You really are. Okay. Let's see what else we've got. I hope that helps. That was Allison. So you are a lovable person. I feel like I'm a lovable person. I have full-blown panic attacks every now and then. Now they've gotten less and less the more and more I practice these things. But I feel lovable. So be lovable. You're lovable and you're beautiful, Allison. Letitia, when your self-talk is so negative, how can you change it? I'm always saying you shouldn't be able to do this or that. You just do. You make a decision, Letitia. You say, you know what? As of this day, I'm making a decision. Let me show you what I have in my bathroom. Hold on. I'm back. You didn't know I was in shorts, did you? This is in my bathroom. It's probably backwards, but it says, you are so loved. You are precious. You are wonderful. You are powerful. You are beautiful. This is my own personal little note that sits in my bathroom counter, up in the cabinet rather, so I can look at it and remind myself that I'm so loved, that I'm precious, that I'm powerful, that I'm wonderful, that I'm beautiful. Does that mean I'm conceited? No, it does not. It means that I need to hear these words. So I put it on a card and I stuck it in the bathroom because I don't want to do anything, I don't want to tell you to do anything that I'm not doing too. Okay, so that's why I have that in there. So I want you to do something like that for yourself, Letitia. Make a promise to yourself that you'll stop this self-hatred, which is what that is when you talk ugly to yourself. Would you say those things to your children? Well, then why would you say them to yourself? That's part of self-love. So let me find your little note here. Yeah. So would you say to yourself, you shouldn't be able to do that, to your child rather? Oh, you can't do that. No, you wouldn't. You'd say, good for you, good try, yay, right? So Letitia, make a decision and start talking to yourself in a powerful, positive way, okay? And don't feel guilty about doing that. All right, let's see what else we've got here. So many comments. This is a good subject today, I think. Okay, now we're getting to Anupma. She's feeling distracted. And the reason that she can't do things is because she gets distracted. Okay, that Anupma is probably the bottom line of all fly babies. We are sidetracked. And that's because we have ping pong thoughts. We have so many things going off in here that we get distracted from one thing to another thing to another thing. Remember, Anupma, that when you want to succeed in getting your work done, you have to plan it. So like today I did my weekly home blessing hour. Larry vacuumed upstairs for me. I stripped the bed, and the reason I can do it without having it written down is because I know it's 6 steps, 3 easy steps, 3 not as easy steps. One of those is vacuuming, so Larry did that for me. One is, another not so easy step is dusting the floor, the hardwood floor downstairs. So that's part of vacuuming. Okay, and then mopping the wood floor in the kitchen. I have a wooden laminated, it's a pergo floor in the kitchen, and then I have to mop the bathroom floors with the different stuff. So I mopped. So those are the 3 harder jobs. Honestly, none of them are hard. It's just the harder. And then there's 3 really easy little jobs, and that's to dust, to wipe the mirrors, to empty the garbage cans. And then the 6th thing is to strip the bed. So instead of making the bed this morning, we stripped the bed. Larry stripped his side, I stripped my side, I put it in the washing machine. If you have to do it all yourself, it's still not hard. So that I don't have to have written down anymore because I have it broken down into 3 easy, 3 hard. Floors, mopping, bed, dusting, window or glass, and garbage cans. And so it doesn't take long. So you're going to stay, and that keeps me not so distracted. But I have created a habit over many, many years of doing the Flylady system. For you, you're going to need a timer, and you're going to need a plan, maybe in your planner, or maybe you've written it down. Maybe the things that you want to do on your routine are on a little card like this. And you write it down, and you say, okay, I've done that, I've done that, I've done that. I've still got how many minutes? How many minutes are left? You know, and you ask your Alexa or whatever, and she'll say, or you'll look at your timer, you have 10 minutes left, go, go, go. You can get the other 2 things done, right? That's how you stay focused, Anupma, and you can get things done and not take all day. Time management, the biggest tool for time management is a planner. You have to have a plan, and then you follow your plan. And also, all those crazy thoughts of things you need to do need to go on a piece of paper, like in your spiral bound notebook or whatever, so that you can say, oh, that's all I was thinking about? Only 4 things? I thought I had 16 things I was thinking about. And then you can rate them. This is the most important. This is the next most, least most. And then put them in your planner. Maybe not even in the same day. And it relieves you of that, so you're not sidetracked. So I hope that helps. Okay, next person. I saw where Larry deleted someone. That's delightful. Roxanne says morning. Oh, morning. Okay, Debbie's daughter who has depression is 18. Well, Debbie, you've got her some professional help, so that's very important. And then I would say the most important thing for you as a mother to do, if the counselor hasn't given you any guidance in this area, would be to speak positively to her about herself and teach her how to do the same thing that I'm teaching you guys to do. Okay? Hope that helps. All right, that's Debbie. Kanisha. Hi, Kanisha. Do you have a daily inner self-care routine? A healthy inner self impacts our perspective of our outer self. I would say this is my inner self-care routine. To tell myself positive things, and then to take care of myself by doing my morning routine, my before bed routine. In fact, all the routines are part of the exterior self-care that reflects on the interior self-care. So that's a very good point. Thank you for bringing that up. All right, let's see, Kanisha. Rachel Dallas, I've been struggling with my routines for 2 days. I witnessed a neighbor die from a massive heart attack on Sunday, and then yesterday I had to admit my dog to the vet hospital. Rachel, that will knock the wind right out of your sails, and I'm so sorry for the loss of your neighbor and that your dog had to go to the vet. It is hard when life happens, and sometimes life happens in really big bites, like watching a neighbor die of a heart attack. And it's I don't want to belittle it and call it something less than it is, but it is distracting. And there's absolutely no reason why you don't need to take a mental health day and say, you know what, I'm just going to do my routines. I'm not doing anything else. I'm going to do my routines, which is my self-care. I'm going to get up in the morning and make my bed, brush my teeth, wash my face, fix my hair, put on a little makeup if I want to, get dressed, wipe out the sink, swish the toilet, empty the dishwasher, and have a little breakfast. And then after that, I'm going to put in a load of laundry, and I'm going to go through an inch of paper. And that's it for the morning. And then I can just rest and just have mental health day. And then in the afternoon, after dinner, I'm going to do the after dinner routine with the help of my family, which is simply clearing the table, wiping the counters, wiping the stove, getting the dishes taken care of, cleaning up anything that fell on the floor. Nothing big deal. And then I'm going to do my before bed routine. I'm going to look at my planner, see what I have planned for tomorrow. What do I need to wear tomorrow? What do I need to take out of the freezer? Run the dishwasher if I haven't washed the dishes. Run the dishwasher, put out a fresh towel and wipe out the sink, and get to bed at a decent hour to get my rest. And I know when you've had things happen like watching someone die, which is really impactful, sometimes affects your sleep as well. Just remember to say something wonderful as you're going to sleep, like the 23rd Psalm, the Lord is my shepherd. That's a wonderful thing to say before you go to sleep at night, and it calms you. So that's what I have to say for you. Don't think that you're doing anything wrong because you're having to have a mental health break. It's perfectly okay. Okay. I'm sorry you had to go through that. All right. I know I saw a terrible wreck with my mother a couple weeks ago, and the man was just laying out on the black pavement in the heat, and he ended up dying. And it's very impactful. That impacts you, but you do pray for their soul, and that's a good thing. So, and you can pray for the peace of their family. Okay, let's see. That was Rachel. Sitar Akar. Yay, I catch you live. I just finished my baby steps. When is the right time to start the zones? Well, if you've got your routines all planned out and working your routines, the next thing is to make sure you're doing your basic weekly plan items. And then when you feel confident in those, then you're going to add your zone. Go watch my video, How to Do the Flylady System for Newbies, and it talks about that. So I don't really talk so much about baby steps. Everything is a baby step to me. I talk about starting with your routines, adding routines until you feel comfortable, then adding the basic weekly plan items until you feel comfortable, and then adding the zones. I would say about a week for each in the beginning, and then you're pretty good going, because it's not that hard as long as you follow your plan and you have a timer and keep yourself on schedule. Okay, good question, thanks. All right, let's see. Gosh, I've got so many questions. See, gosh, it's got to go way back here. I don't want to miss anybody. Y'all stop asking questions for just a minute till I catch up. Tracy Allen, I struggle with not allowing my resentment of my family, not yet pitching in, derail any progress. Oh, they derail in your progress because they don't pitch in. Okay, don't struggle with that. Jump off the struggle bus, Tracy. Here's what your mindset, and everything is a mindset. Here's what your mindset is. Your mindset is, this is my house. I'm the CEO, it's the family's house, but it's mine to run, and I want it to look a certain way. So I will do the work. And I will set up parameters for my family so that they understand, my children, You can do this, but you can choose not to. If you choose not to, here's what you're choosing. You're choosing to lose your phone, or you're choosing to lose television time, or you're choosing to lose your outing with a friend or whatever. And then stick to your guns because you're the CEO. Remember, you're the brick wall. These are the kids. They're going to push, and if that brick wall is on rollers and it keeps rolling back, they'll keep pushing until you fall off the other end. So remember, you're a solid wall. And this is where they say, oh good, that's my comfort zone. That's how hard I can push. Mama won't let me push any further. And that's what they want. That's why they keep pushing. They want to know how far they can push until they hit their comfort zone where you won't move anymore. So change your mind. Be strong. Be the CEO. You know, your husband or your father or your brother, you don't go to their, or your sister-in-law, you don't run their jobs at their office. This is what you run right here. Now, you might run a job at an office as well, but right here in the home, this is what you run, and you're in charge of it. And so you're the wall, and this is how far you go. Okay. Let's see. Let me go here. That was Tracy. Hope that helps, Tracy. Roxanne, I am my own fairy godmother. Awesome. You're funny, Roxy. Sparbara, I often feel put down by other people's negativity, whereas I'm on my own. When I'm on my own, I feel quite good about myself. Am I a social weirdo? No, you're not. Other people's negativity can't affect you, though, because it's none of your business. It's none of your business. Even if it's about you, it's none of your business. Because here's the truth. Let's say that somebody's being negative about you, and they say something hurtful. The truth is, when they leave your site or you leave their site, they're not thinking about you anymore. They're on to the next thing. They're very unhappy people in general. And meantime, you're going to harbor that and hold it as resentment and think about it and think about it and think about it, and that's not where it belongs. You need to let it go, ignore it, and say, you know what? Their opinion is none of my business. Everyone has an opinion. My opinion is I'm good. I'm good. Their opinion is I'm not so good. Oh well, that's their opinion. I don't care. Really? Do you really care if they're thinking something negative about you? Unless you know you've done something terrible, which you haven't, let it go. Now, if you've hurt somebody's feelings, you inadvertently said something that was hurtful to them, and they're fighting back, then apologize. Always be the bigger person. But in general, a passing comment or a negativity about whatever's going on in the world, that's their opinion about whatever's going on in the world. Come on, play in your little mind here and have fun. It doesn't matter. You can be the person with rose-colored glasses, and it's okay. And you don't care that they think, oh my gosh, she's always such a Pollyanna. People call me that all the time. I don't care, or they have. I don't care. My mother, even my own mother, says she wears rose-colored glasses. I do see the world that way because you know why? It's the best way for me to see it. It makes me happy, and it's not hurtful to anyone, and it's very helpful to me. So I hope that's what you do. All right. All right, let's see. Please don't ask any more questions, guys, until I get caught up because there's a lot and we're running short of time. And if you save your questions for the comments because we've got to go in just a couple minutes. So that was Sparbara. Melissa Driggers gave me purple hearts. Kelly said, hey, Smiley Cat. Luann Beasley Williams said, great advice. Kelly said, yes, we're our own worst enemies when it comes to worry. It's true. Gail Buster, read the Bible and learn who we really are in Christ. He created us and he loves us. The world tells us lies. That's true. I get crazy anxiety too. We can learn to cope. Worry and anxiety are a waste of time. Absolutely. However, Gail, I will say that sometimes anxiety and panic attacks come out of nowhere, you know, and so we just have to deal with those occasionally. But in general, a lot of our generalized anxiety comes from internalizing everybody else's negative stuff or your own negative stuff, your past or your future that you think might be negative. All right, Phyllis, wow, my daughter had her thyroid removed as well. I never heard of this before then. Never heard of what before then? That you had to go have your thyroid checked? You should. That because it's familial. It runs in families, and that's what the doctor said. So we all three, my two daughters, my daughter had hers removed. My other daughter had to have hers checked, and I had to have mine checked. I've just got little nodules, which I knew I had those, and my other daughter ended up having Hashimoto's. So it's a good idea to have it checked. It's probably going to be nothing. But it's just a good idea. Okay, that's Phyllis. Julie Phelps, Melissa Driggers, I understand completely. I'm glad Kat gives us uplifting words to keep us moving forward. That's nice, Julie. Kanisha, Sparbar, you're not weird, but if you live by other people's compliments of you, you will die by their criticism. Oh, excellent. Allison Stevens, thank you, my beautiful friend. I needed that. I'm so glad, Allison. Melissa Driggers, Julie Phelps, love Kat's positive perspective and firm but kind nudging. I know you guys say Kat and it autocorrects to K, and it's okay. It's fine. Barbara, thanks, Kanisha. I totally agree. Inspired by Nikki, good morning. It's so good to see you. It's good to see you, Nikki. So happy to have you here. I hope your home is coming along fine. Tara C, how do I incorporate keeping laminate floors tidy throughout the day with 5 children? Do it with wiping the table after each meal? Thanks. Alexa, stop. See, our 30 minutes is up. I'm going to talk just a couple more. I have found a wonderful product. It is by Grove. It's Method, and it's sold by Grove Collaborative, and it's an almond scented floor cleaner that you just squirt on and wipe dry, and it keeps the floor clean. If you've got 5 little messers, it's just like having a dog with a lot of hair. You do have to wipe up wherever they spill on the hardwood floors. I highly recommend that product. My link is below for Grove Collaborative. It's inexpensive and it's wonderful. So, and if you want to watch somebody using it, go watch The Daily Connoisseur has one where she's using that on her floors, and she's got 3 little kids with a 4th on the way. So she does hers every night. I just know if your feet are getting dirty on your wood floors, they need to be cleaned. If their feet aren't getting dirty, but you've just got dust and stuff, you can just dust mop it every day or sweep it, okay? But it does some things you have to do daily when you have kids or dogs or whatever, and that's just part of, it's like changing diapers, just things that we don't talk about in the Flylady system because I can't deal with every little bit of minutia in a household. But you know, when you make a commitment to have children, you make a commitment to keep your house clean when they make little messes when they're little kids. Now when they're older, they have to learn to clean up after themselves. All right, let's see. Oh my goodness, I don't want to miss anybody, but I gotta go. Let's see. Okay, that was Tara. Alicia Shanks says, I get depressed without worry of the past. I think worrying about the past is guilt. I seem to have a week every few weeks that I'm in a mini depression. I started to track this so I can be more aware if there's a pattern, so I can pull back and be gentle with myself on those days. Yeah, and if you have severe depression, please go see a professional because they can help you with that. Alicia says, is the planner you speak of the same as a control journal? No, a planner is it's like a calendar in a book. Flylady talks about having a calendar on the wall. I prefer one like this. I also have a calendar on the wall, but I prefer one like this for me. And a control journal is just where you keep all the information about your house or the information about your zones and things in. That's what that is. If you want a control journal, you can print one off for free by going to flylady.net control journal. All right. Sherry Frost, I struggle with doing my before bed routine. I do pick out my clothes for the next day when I work the next day, but that's about it. Then start. Vow to start. Let's go. Let's go. We can do it. Decide now that you're going to do your before bed routine. What time do you need to go to bed? What time do you need to go to sleep? What are you going to do to relax those 30 minutes you're in bed if you need to? When are you going to take your bath or shower, morning or evening? When are you going, what time are you going to get up and get the kids ready for bed? What time are you going to get ready for bed? When you brush your teeth, when are you going to wash your face and brush your hair? When are you going to put on your pajamas and put your dirty clothes away? When are you going to wipe out the sink and put a clean towel? All these things are just little teeny baby steps that make up the routine. So it's not hard. You just have to change your mind. This is the cornerstone routine. So it's important that you get this down because it sets up your morning. That's all I'm saying about that. All right. That's Sherry. But thank you so much, Kat. I tried this, but I have 2 kids and a dominating spouse who need my time. Also, I work from home and homeschool my little baby. Then you have to change your mind and say, I'm the CEO. I am the CEO. If you have a dominating husband, you're still the CEO of this house. And the more you show that you're capable of doing it, the less he's going to try to do it for you or dominate, in my opinion. Now, I'm not a marriage counselor. That's not my realm. But I think it's very important that you stand up for yourself emotionally in your head and say, you know what, this is my area, okay? All right, let's see. I gotta go, guys. I'm gonna go for 5 more minutes, but don't ask questions. I gotta answer these. Dana Peters, haven't commented in a while, but that helped me realize I needed to take care of me. But what helped me I need to take care of me. Flylady saying you don't have to do everything like your mom did it. I can do my own thing for your criticism. Absolutely, Dana, and thanks for reminding us of that. Wendy said greetings from Holland. Hi, Wendy. Tegaliers. Your daily videos are so helpful. Oh, and let me thank you. Daily videos, as you know right now, some of them are some that I've just recorded, but some of them I've started incorporating some older ones, and occasionally it might slip up and I might say the wrong zone because it's Mr. B is doing them and he might miss that part. So if it's the wrong zone, just know in the beginning of the week what zone we're in, and it'll say on the recording what zone we're in, okay? And if you don't know what that means, go watch the How to Do the Flylady System for Newbies. And we'll try real hard not to let that happen, but it happens from time to time. Phyllis says, Pollyanna, smiley face. Doreen Osgarden, good morning, Kat. You're a joy, blessings on your week. Thank you very much, Doreen. Margaret Rose, we recently saw the Carole King musical. We are beautiful and lovable and wild and crazy gals. Yes, we did. Margaret and I saw the musical Beautiful, the Carole King story. It was awesome. Sparbara, thank you, Kat. Thank you. I think being negative is typical German thing. No generalization. Hey, majority of my heritage is German. But we don't have to be negative. German can be a beautiful, positive a German person is a beautiful, positive person. It doesn't really have anything to do with your heritage or where you're born. It has to do with right here between your ears, your mind. Okay? Cheryl Grokey, hi Kat, great to see you live. Thanks for doing this. You're awesome. Thank you. Evan, you're very welcome. Cheryl. Evans Wilson, I found you from Graveyard Girl. I love little Graveyard Girl. She's so wacky and I just adore her. Ava Sierra, hi Kat, caught you again. Oh, and by the way, welcome Evans. Karen Clickinger, hi Kat. Miss Pam, thank you for all you do. You're welcome. Love you, Kat, as always. Thank you. That's Melissa. Gail Buster says bye. Have a blessed day. Thanks for your ministry of encouragement. You're welcome. Thank you, Kat. You're beautiful too. Thank you very much, Phyllis. Michelle, can you give some tips on cleaning as you go after dinner routine? Seems to take so long for me as I'm rushing to study. Cleaning as you go. That just means putting soapy water in the sink, and as you're cooking, you're cleaning up as you go, wiping the counter as you go. So when you're done, you have less to do. But when you hurry, you're going to make a mess. So slow down. You're going to have plenty of time to study. You'll feel better knowing your kitchen is clean. All right, that's it. Let's see. Anutma says thank you. Michelle's asking a question. Oh, that was what the other Michelle. Michelle M. That was just her question mark. Karen says, I love your glasses. Thanks, these are my new glasses. True Cat, that's why I'm the weirdo here. Sparbara, you're precious. Don't worry about it. Sherry Frost, I just got my Flylady calendar. I put all the birthdays and anniversaries on it for hubby to see. I have a planner that I use soon. And don't forget now that you are beautiful.